The staff at PLASP St. John Paul II were asked what they felt was most important to learn about when working with children. Time management, proper sleep, working with children that have exceptionalities, stress management. The staff believed that stress management and working with children who have exceptionalities was most important to learn.
Stress management and working with children who have exceptionalities are two important yet oftentimes not discussed enough within the workplace when working with children. Our needs assessment was conducted through an online survey that allowed us to learn about the staff at PLASP. The survey allowed us to learn about their highest level of education achieved, what the staff felt was most important to learn about, what the staff felt was the least important to learn about when it comes to working with children, what they felt is most important to know about and keep in mind when working with children in the field, and what advice they would give to someone new. Our learning outcomes were designed specifically to what the staff wanted to learn about. We ensured to cater to all types of learners when planning out activities. Adult learning is defined as the entire range of formal, non-formal, and informal learning activities which are undertaken by adults, which results in the acquisition of new knowledge and skills. We took the term social care and applied it to our curriculum. This term is defined as a model of education where the needs of the adult learners are being met. It is a perspective towards the adult learners where you genuinely care about their needs and look forward to social justice rather than generating a profit. For our workshop, we had different aspects that were incorporated to meet different learners' needs, such as visual components, hands-on experience, as well as open discussion. As well, we addressed the topics all of the staff believed was important. We scheduled our workshop with the PLASP director to conduct our workshop on Friday, November 28th, 2018 at 6 p.m., which was right after work hours. This made it easier for the staff members to be of attendance because it was right after their shift ended.
The day of the workshop, we were very nervous and unsure of what to expect. We began to set up the room into small groups for the staff to sit and work at. We set up the PowerPoint as a visual aid and a guide for us to go off of. As the staff took their seats, we began with an introduction, which allowed us to further gather information from the staff. We introduced ourselves, explained how we were breaking down the workshop, and had a discussion with the staff about questions or concerns they had before starting the workshop. We asked the staff what they already learned about the topics and what they wanted to learn and what they expected to get out of it. In order for social change to be possible, the staff needed to be willing to part with their habits and needed to have an open mind and learn to look at the world in a different way. We noticed throughout the workshop there was tension between the staff members, and they were arguing when the topic of stress management in their daily life and within the workplace came up. At this point, we felt as if our workshop was starting to fall apart. We felt nervous and confused, and we noticed the signs of stress taking over our own bodies. Sweaty hands, heart racing, we became very fidgety, and the room seemed to get a lot warmer. Time couldn't have gone any slower. We attempted to redirect the conversation to the activities, as well as coping strategies for stress and ways in which you can lessen the severity of stress. Learning. Educators must help learners become aware and critical of their own and others' assumptions. Learners need practice in recognizing frames of reference and using their imaginations to redefine problems from a different perspective.
It seemed as if the mood in the room shifted and the staff became more attentive with regards to wanting to improve the way in which they were inclusive with all children in the classroom. We started by asking staff to list a few of the different stages of children's meltdowns and what signs to look for in order to prevent it. After discussing, we added to the list and created cool down techniques that the staff would be able to use with their children. In their small groups, they created a feelings chart and deep breathing poster that can be posted in the classroom. In order for us to facilitate transformative learning, we needed to help the learners become aware and critical of their own and others' assumptions. In order for the staff to practice in recognizing frames of reference and using their imaginations to redefine problems for a different perspective, we provided them with scenarios for each activity.
To close the workshop, we had the staff write down what they learned, how they will implement what they've learned into future practice and daily life, as well as one thing they would change or implement in order to strengthen the workshop in the future. We thank the staff for taking the time to stay after work to listen and be a part of our workshop and explain that we hoped that we taught them and made a positive impact with them moving forward.